Like, subscribe, and get notified.
On Thursday, the residents of Aldeia de Goa highlighted the damage done to the aquifer, which led to massive freshwater collection at Bambolim plot number 358. Huge area meant for residential complex have been illegally being dug for building a hotel. Trees are being felled and groundwater damaged with water emerging out on the site, leading to massive water wastage.
Following my complaint on 31st December 2024 to the WRD, after seeing all this damage to the large cavity being created in the ground at Bambolim at plot number 358, this comes from the Bambolim Panchayat, this massive, and we have seen for the first time that 4 springs have sprouted. It's a leakage of the aquifer basically. It's a damage caused to the aquifer. As a result, this is a huge, massive injury to the aquifer, our groundwater. So they have damaged the groundwater. Now we are going to ask the WRD to deploy some geohydrologist who will give his expert opinion how to restore this. We have to restore this because this is a massive destruction of environment. Large scale. I have never seen such a huge cavity except in the mining areas. So to see this in the village which is close to Panji and Bambolim, we are feeling really hurt. We can't imagine that these people are so heartless that we are not against development, but not by destroying our groundwater. Tomorrow there is no groundwater, people are going to die of thirst. Everywhere we are going to destroy the groundwater. Where will the water come from? Because these are the sources of all the villages are depend on. Ramana will explain to you how this is going to affect. So that's why we have said we have called for this urgent inspection. We are thankful to the WRD that within 48 hours they called. But somebody alerted them and they removed the pump. The water just pumping the pipe to the massive pipe and dumping in the gutter. We got the videos and we got the photographs. They have removed that to cover up their crime. And they are saying this is not a hill. Oh, this is not a hill. They are saying this is not a hill. They have no hill cutting permission. And the TCB cannot give also hill cutting permission. The High Court has said several times that you cannot damage the environment.
Give a list of things that you observed. What is illegal here?
First of all, hill cutting is illegal. Then damage to aquifer is illegal. Groundwater is illegal.
Floor area ratio.
Floor area ratio is 40%. You can see this is 40%. They have crossed 80%. I'm giving you a rough picture. If you stand here and see how much they have occupied, how much they have dug up, they allowed only 40%. The problem is what? They get away with crime because nobody questions them.
The first thing I saw originally was the trees. There were trees here and then they all were cut down. But then what I noticed from about June, July, was this water just flowing out, being pumped into this drain. And then I was trying to make inquiries, what's happening, where's this water from? And finally, I realised that this is what's happening. So I feel very upset almost by this loss of groundwater, because even in Aldeia, till very recently, we depended on groundwater. We didn't have, now we've got some PWD water, but we depended on groundwater and bore wells, and now we just see it being wasted in this way. It seemed just terrible. We had to do something about it. So we wanted properly investigated. And looking at this, we think these sort of basements in this area are just not viable. They're just going to destroy groundwater aquifers.
Watch on Herald TV.